There's just more beyond the winning work around executing. That there's a focus that we heard at Groundbreak. We've heard it a couple others around the mental health and the wellness and keeping people in our industry. And on Friday, you guys are going to start it off with a good friend of mine, Brent Darnell, talking about human to human. And there, you guys had to be, when you were planning this, that had to be, a conscious effort. So talk a little bit about what DBIA is focusing on, and why you'd bring folks like that in and connect it to the things that Groundbreak and others at Procore are doing with Get Construction Talking.
Yeah, I think that is big, and like I said, it's specifically a Groundbreak, and seeing what Fred Mills, did, who's a great presenter, and his engagement and presentation with Michael Phelps talking about mental health and the importance and where the construction industry sits, unfortunately, within that aspect of the workforce, right? The rate of suicide and mental health challenges, and being able to talk and move forward. It's important, right? We're talking about teaming and collaboration. How do you help your partner on a project, right? Being able to ask, is everything okay? So, Brent's going to be talking about that. It's not only about mental health, it's not only about well-being, but how are we dealing with the transitioning workforce that's in there? Those challenges are all over the place, right? Certain people, there's a migration of people aging out and retiring and trying to get skilled and talented labor, and that's not just on the construction site. That's in the office. It's everywhere. It's a challenge. And how do you retain those individuals? So, taking that idea of human to human, taking a little bit different perspective to what we normally have for our industry, and maybe shining a light on something that's not commonly discussed as we hear about. So it'll be another great perspective, right? We talk about innovation the first day, and then we're talking about that human connection on Friday, which is really great. So having those multiple keynotes will be really good and provide a well-rounded approach to what we're seeing in the industry.
That's what I like about this. We're going to hit on a little bit of everything. And if you guys don't know Brent Darnell, then you haven't been listening to the Pause for the Cause, because he happens to be on there. He happens to be an old friend. And he brings a really unique opportunity for people to just see themselves in what's going on. And I think that connects really well. Too much of what we talk about doesn't connect to what we do day to day. We have to connect it. Design build isn't just working because it's a different delivery model. It's because actual teams have a better experience, right? This whole thing is about people having a better experience across the board with their projects that makes them want to go back in. I've been saying this since I got here. Why do we finish construction jobs exhausted, laying on the ground going, "Phew, I got that done. Well, let's do it again." Like, that is not a sustainable model. We should be high-fiving. We should be excited. It shouldn't be just the moment that we cut the ribbon that we smile. It should be every time we drive by, and it should be as we chase the next project together. And that should be about our workforce, right? Our people, being healthy, talking to one another. The office, you do BIM and VDC. The office is highly overlooked in that perspective. I had my eyes open to it by the boys over at Construction Brothers. Steel detailers, people doing the drawings are under almost as much pressure on a regular basis. So this isn't just about your field folks. I want you to focus heavily on the field. They experience a lot more than most because of some of the inherent dangers and realities of what they do. But don't walk by the office and the VDC office where the light's been on since you left the night before and it's on when you get there in the morning. You might want to ask a few questions about, hey, why? Connect that human experience to it.